Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grace Minute.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's Grace Minute.
Hey, everyone. I pray that all is well with you, all is well with your household. And I just declare that all is well with you. Today, it's going to be good. Hey, good afternoon. We took a kind of a week sabbatical, so it's good to be back with you. And I'm just excited to continue to encourage you all in your day. Man, I'm just declaring God's goodness over your life. And all of those of you that are staying connected with us, man, I pray that these messages, these moments that are encouraging you, reminding you of what you have, reminding you of who you are in Christ. And today it's going to be something different, but it's challenging you to go to another level in your relationship. I want to talk to you about the truth about following grace. And when I say grace, I want you to understand that grace is not a doctrine. Grace is not what you say at dinner before you eat. Grace is Jesus Christ. Grace is Christ. Christ is grace personified. So when we're talking about following grace, we're talking about following Christ. And sometimes that notion to follow grace, some seems to think that, to follow grace, it's like a life of nothingness, a life of liberty to just go out and do whatever, that we can just stay the same because, hey, we're under grace and we're following grace, and he gives us of all of our weaknesses. And that is true. He does forgive us. He has forgiven us through his son, Jesus Christ. But it's not a life of nothingness. In fact, to follow grace is going to require all of you. You see, when Christ calls us to follow him, he calls us to follow grace. He's calling us to leave who we used to be, forsake all that we had before, everything that who we were, to follow him. And Luke chapter 24, Luke chapter 14, verse 33, it says, "So likewise, whoever of you does not forsake all that he has cannot be my disciple." Now, this is not something Jesus is negotiating with. He wants all of you. And some of you may have found yourself in 2020 giving yourself partly to Christ and kind of trying to reserve yourself, going to preservation mode where you're trying to preserve who you used to be because you're afraid of what happens if I go all in. I want you to know that Christ is calling you to completely follow him. And when you follow him, you may leave who you used to be, but you're going to find who you are in him in your following grace. And I pray that this moves you to another level in your relationship, and it moves you out of preservation mode. There is no fear when walking and following grace, because he's going to show you who you really are, and he's going to show you what you really have in him. Man, I pray that this has blessed you and has just encouraged you to move forward in your relationship with Jesus. Don't be afraid to follow him. Don't be afraid to go all in on your relationship with him. I'm telling you, yes, it's going to be a challenge for you to leave who you used to be. But man, it's the glorious day when you find out who you really are in Christ Jesus. God bless you guys. Have an amazing day. Thank you all for tuning in for another Grace Minute. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.